Cool. Just lay down, please. So, one of the last basic positions we're going to cover is the knee ride position, or knee on belly. Not knee on like the sign. Your actual knee. Okay. So let's just angle ourselves here. Okay. So this position, it's a 2-point position in a tournament, and it's also a good position to go to if you're losing either side control or mount, okay? And so how we like to practice to get into this usually is from side control, okay? I like to have a thumb in the lapel here, okay? I like to grab the pants here, and I'm going to do a little bench press and pop up to my knee, okay? So, where am I placing my foot? Well, if you come around here, my toes are kind of going under Marcus's hip, okay? My knee is going to angle towards his shoulder here, and my foot is going to be in this shape so he can't scoop it. If I'm here, he could scoop it and reverse me. Now look, there's a lot of other reversals that can happen, but this is just the basic shape, okay? And now my hands, because I popped up and I did a bench press, boom, here, my hands have a nice grip here. Why do I like grabbing the hip? Because traditionally it's played grabbing here, the knee, the pants, but there's a lot of play. I like to grab the hip and drive my knee and my hips forward, okay? And you can see it's putting pressure. This is what I want him to do, so I can start setting up my attacks, okay? So again, I'm here, side control. Grip the pants, do a little bench press, boom, here. Okay, I can go back down. This is how I can drill it, okay? So, any questions with this first position? Ready, 1, 2. Cool. Okay, so that's the basic shape for knee on belly or the knee ride position, okay? It's important my toes are under the hip and I'm here, okay? If my toes are out here, he could scoop under and start reversing me, so make sure those toes are hidden. Okay, so from here, I'm not going to get into submissions, okay? I'm just going to get into advancing the position, all right? So from here, I could either, as we did in the drill, go back down to side control, or I can advance to mount, which is normally what I'd want to do from this shape. Okay, so how do I do that? I'm going to slide my knee to this side and cross face him as soon as I can, okay? So if I have these grips, okay, and I'm ready to advance, look, I go to the side, boom. You see how this knee comes in and I immediately frame his hips with my foot here, the hook of my foot, and here, and I'm framing here. Now I need to establish mount, okay, to get my points and also to have a better position. So look, I'm going to make a little circle and get my feet under his hips and go to mount, okay? Now, I'm going to do the reverse to go back. So look, this foot comes out and around. I make a circle, bring my foot across to dismount back to this. Okay, so again, boom. Look, I get my underhook, cross face, I slide my knee across. This knee comes in immediately, okay, and I'm pinching and I'm hooking. I make a little circle, boom, mount. Now I do the reverse. Okay, that's all I want you guys to practice. And just do one side, okay? The next one, we're gonna go to the other side, all right? So just do one side and go back to that same side. Any questions? Ready, 1, 2. Cool. So now let's go to the other side, all right? So I'm on this side. I get my grips. I got a knee on belly. I advance to mount. Boom, here. Now I'm gonna go and dismount to the other side. So look, this foot comes up and I do a little pummel and I hook his hip, okay? I come up to this side, okay? Same thing, boom, 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 pummel, come up to this side, okay? Let's do, just do 10 times and then we'll move on, okay? Any questions? Ready, 1, 2. So that last exercise, it was an exercise in leg pummeling and keeping yourself safe, right? But when is this, or how is this practically applied? It's when I'm losing the position, okay? I need to get good at leg pummeling. And leg pummeling, making little circles with your feet, it's gonna be applied to everywhere in Jiu-Jitsu. It'll help your passing, it'll help your guard and all that stuff. And this is the first practical application we're gonna use it in, okay? So when I get to here, okay, and I advance, boom, okay, and I'm here, and I start losing the position. Let's say I've lost the underhook, and Marcus gets on his side, okay? Boom, that's the side he's gonna try and work. He's doing everything he can to get out, right? And I wanna keep the position. Well, maybe I can't cross-face him, maybe I've lost the cross-face, maybe whatever, so I can leg pummel, go back here, and apply the knee on belly position again, go back down and recover my mount, okay? So if he turns on his side again, look, I leg pummel, I step, and I come here, okay? And reset, because I want to keep that position in some way, shape, or form. I may not be able to have mount, so what? I back up a little bit, go back to knee on belly, and then reestablish mount, okay? It's all about me staying on top no matter what, okay? So again, I'm here, go to knee on belly, advance to mount, okay? I've lost mount. He's turning on his side, so the bottom person turns on either side, okay? And now I'm gonna pummel with this. You see how I'm going across his hip? My shin goes across his hip here, okay? And I come up, and I go back to this shape, okay? Any questions? Ready, 1, 2. Cool, so these are all just kind of like movement drills and ideas to kind of keep the top position. We're gonna do just one more, okay? So from here, right, he's more than likely gonna be pushing on my knee, okay? And if I feel I'm really starting to lose this position, there's another thing I can do, okay? Where I can reach over his head and land my elbow here in this space, block his hips, and do a back step and go to reverse Kesa-Gatame, okay? And now I could start working on the arm here, okay, and all that type of thing here, and advancing other positions, okay? So it's just another idea to play with, okay? So again, I'm here. I'm starting to lose this position, okay? So look, I go over him, boom, and I turn my hips and I bring my elbow here, okay? I'm trying to frame, I go up high so I can frame his shoulder line with my hips and my elbow, okay? I'm blocking his hip with my knee, and I'm here, okay? And I'm ready for, usually I like to push on the hips here, okay? Cool, I can go back and do whatever, all right? One more time, I'm here, okay, I'm losing the position. Boom, look, see how my hand goes and blocks? And I can hip escape and block here, get out. This is crucial here, okay? Any questions? Ready, 1, 2.